What's up everyone, Willie Apple here, and today I'll be showing you why you need to buy this specific MacBook right now, the one I'm holding in my hand. It changed the entire computer industry, and even today, competitors cannot catch up with it. This is the best value that you can get out of any laptop in the computer market right now, and I'll be showing you why. First of all, you can find this MacBook Air brand new in the box for $800, and if you're okay with going used, you can find it for even cheaper. Second, it works very well with other devices you may have, such as an iPhone or an iPad, because Apple makes their own operating systems. Lastly, the battery life, the form factor, and other elements of the MacBook make it great for everyday use. And it beats Windows laptop with everything else I'm about to compare it with. So let's get started. This MacBook will fly through with what you throw at it. I can edit videos, code, make music, and surf the web all at the exact same time with no performance issues. And if we were to take a look at the industry standard real-world benchmarking software Geekbench, computers priced at $1,500 can't stand a chance against this $800 laptop. Some very notable examples are the HP Envy laptop. The M1 MacBook Air barely lags at all. The HP Envy doesn't stand a chance at all when we take a look at the Air's performance. The way Apple is able to achieve this at this price is because Apple makes their own operating system and their own processors. This helped reduce the cost since we take a look at the dark side of Windows. AMD and Intel are the only people making processors, so they think that they can get away with not innovating all that much, which really hurt them a lot in the long run. They will mark up their processors a lot and get so much profit that is why Windows laptops are a lot for what you are getting. Windows is also not a free operating system. It costs $99 to put a copy of Windows in a computer. You are losing a lot of value if you buy a Windows computer. Since Apple makes their own processors and operating systems, they don't need to worry about third-party costs during the manufacturing process. Since Apple makes their own operating systems, they also have their own operating system on something you may already have, an iPhone. It's magical when you use an iPhone and a Mac together, giving you a ton of really cool benefits that even Android and Windows cannot offer. First of all, you can copy and paste stuff between devices. A very good use case for this if you are looking at something on your phone that is related to an essay in school, you can copy the article from your phone and paste the article on some notes inside of your Mac, so they are more easily accessible when you are in school. You also have the ability to send text messages from your Mac, which is very convenient when your phone is pretty far away. You can also FaceTime on your Mac as well as switch devices halfway between the call, if you decide you wish to use your phone and go out somewhere, for example. You can also airdrop files and photos to your friends from your phone or your MacBook and vice versa. Another very useful feature is handoff, which basically you can move tasks from your Mac to your iPhone, such as emailing someone. If you start an email on your phone but wish to finish writing on your MacBook, you can just click the icon on your dock. Same is the case when going the opposite way around. If you are browsing Safari on your MacBook and want to go out somewhere, you can easily pick up on the tab where you left off. The design and the experience also resembles iOS a lot, so moving from your Windows to a Mac if you already have an iPhone is very easy. You just treat the MacBook like an iPhone. Learning macOS will be very easy to do. Me and a bunch of other people saw that macOS is in fact easier to use over a Windows laptop. When people switch to the Mac, they say it changed their life for the better. This also includes me. When I got my MacBook in 2021, I was amazed that it was 10 times faster than my previous laptop. The biggest performance boost I've ever had since a computer upgrade. This performance is incredible as well. The reason for the huge performance boost is because Intel and AMD didn't really innovate anymore, because they did not have any other competition. This made it easier for Apple to create an extremely fast processor and more efficient, especially since they have had experience making processors for their phones for decades. Another reason you need to get this MacBook is because of the battery life. Since it uses the very efficient ARM architecture, it can fly through multiple tasks on a single charge, including compiling code and editing videos at the exact same time, which is something I have done before. Also, the fact that you are compiling code and editing videos at the same time makes this even more impressive for Windows users. In Windows, this eats up a ton of battery life when doing one of the tasks alone. On a MacBook, it flies through it and barely uses a charge. It just has very great battery life and you don't even need to charge it for a while. I often bring chargers to school, and they are designed for Apple products, but the MacBook charger can work with some Windows laptops as well. I barely give my MacBook charger to MacBook users. It tends to be the Windows users that need my MacBook charger the most. As long as you just charge before you go to bed, you'll be good to go for 2 days. The form factor for this MacBook is very nice. It is very light, portable, and I often see myself carrying it from class to class without caring. Before, when I used Windows, it had a pretty noticeable weight difference to it, making carrying it around uncomfortable with one hand. The MacBook Air is also small enough to slip into any bag, which means that if you have a ton of bags in your backpack, you'll easily be able to find room very easily. This can be very nice if the teacher decides to teach before the bell. You only need to worry about your very thick books, but with your MacBook, it's not a thick book. It's a very tight and slim notebook that can just fit into any area inside of your bag. This MacBook doesn't have any fans either because it doesn't need them. This is because of the processor architecture that Apple uses, which is ARM, which is actually ironically designed for phones when it was first invented. But it shines a lot on computers. Unlike the traditional x86 architecture, which is what Intel and AMD use, ARM is very heat efficient, which means that it doesn't need to blow out any air out of the system. This MacBook is also very cool compared to Windows computers that do have a fan. The trackpad and keyboard are also the best ones I've ever used. Even going back to a very expensive Windows computer, the trackpad, I often think about it as very cheap. On Windows, you can't click anywhere on the trackpad, but on MacBooks you can. Windows, you only need to deal with the corner, which is why it feels very cheap to a ton of MacBook users. The keyboard is also the best keyboard I've ever used on a laptop. When I first typed in the Wi-Fi password, which is the first thing I've typed on my MacBook, I basically just fell in love with the keyboard after doing that. The form factor for this MacBook is very nice, and it's very impressive that Apple is able to put all of this stuff inside of a MacBook. In conclusion, the M1 MacBook Air stands out as a compelling choice for anyone in the market for a new laptop. Its exceptional value, incredible performance, seamless integration with other Apple devices, remarkable battery life, and a sleek form factor makes it a standout option. Priced at $800, the MacBook offers more features and capabilities than many other higher-priced laptops on the market. Apple's ability to produce their own operating system and processors allows them to optimize performance and reduce costs. The integration with the MacBook and other Apple devices such as the iPhone provides users with unique benefits like easy file sharing, texting, FaceTime, and handoff. Moreover, the MacBook's ARM architecture enables it to handle demanding tasks while maintaining excellent battery life. The lightweight design and absence of fans contribute to its portability and cool operating temperatures. Additionally, the exceptional trackpad and keyboard further enhances the user's experience. Overall, the M1 MacBook Air delivers outstanding value, ensuring that the users receive a high-performing and long-lasting device that exceeds expectations. Thanks for watching.